Tell me what you think, Yorkie. You think it's terrible? Is it horrible?
This game has, like, the best background music when on its loading screen. I was like, this is like 2015 chill hop vibe. Hot tub in the desert vibe. 100%. It is a long... Ooh, my headphones cracked. That was exciting. It is a long time for Shadows. A very long time, which is why we're going to feel very, very bad for Europa in a second, because she's had 9 long years of no color, as far as we understand. Current events basically surround Trump being told that tariffs aren't legal, and Oregon saying, hey, that's $175 billion you should probably give to the people. I fucking love my state. We have, so far as I understand, one of only 5 good white men in Congress. We have 2 of them. So that being said, I have POTS, I have migraines, I suffer a great lot of missing days. I got... Hi, Adam! I got double whammied this past week with a migraine followed by a flare-up. I thought I was getting my migraines investigated on Monday, and then I showed up and they had scheduled me with a nurse, not a nurse practitioner, and she couldn't do anything. So... Women's health! Oh, a lady complaining about headaches? That's fine. We'll give her Tylenol. Yeah, so today we're starting a new game. We're not completely done with Hollow Knight, but I don't have enough content for me to feel like I'm entertaining streaming it 3 nights a week. Tomorrow we're going to be doing Path of Pain. And then sometime in the coming week, we're going to take some time to fuck Grim up. But after that, it's going to go on the shelf. And 112% will happen when H shows up. Starting next week, you will get to see the alphabet list on screen and know what is coming next and what has passed, as well as their times. And we're gonna do like wheels and shit. It's gonna be great. So you'll also know what letter is coming up. I talk like A is coming up, but you know what's an A? Animal Crossing. And you know what I am not confident streaming? Animal Crossing. So there's 2 Animal Crossing games. I wouldn't play both. What I would do with a game like Animal Crossing, I would play... Oh, thanks, Adam. I would play the first, and then I would, one day, and then I would do a full playthrough as much as you can of Animal Crossing and compare them. Actually, there's 3 Animal Crossing games. I just remember the Animal Crossing game that Megan let me for a while. God damn it, Megan. And so it would be more of a compare and contrast. But I have no idea how people... Even though it isn't... My streams are intended to be funny. I'll have you know... Yeah, way long time ago with your DS... New Leaf or something like that. And it's supposed to be funny. I'm actively a funny person. I deliberately say things in a funny way. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I just haven't decided yet. However, what I did decide how I'm doing the wheel is it will all be on stream. We're gonna randomly pick 10 letters using Python code and then put them on a wheel. And whatever letter comes up gets played, can't show up on the wheel again. This way, also, like I've mentioned, there's games way the hell in like S and T that I'd want to play, and I would like to play them before I'm 50. So, so this keeps it from being, hey, that was Animal Crossing, and then that was Fallout, and then that was Final Fantasy. Because it's not just Final Fantasy that's an F. It's the entirety of Fallout. We're talking Fallout 1. It's the entirety of Fallout. So it's all of Fallout. That's okay. Did she know? Today is ass? Yeah. Yeah, because you're still at work, huh? No, and then there's, what's it called? Dragon Age. There's Dragon Age, there's... Basically, I would never get through the first 10 letters of the alphabet. So, we're gonna put them on a wheel. And we're gonna hope that F doesn't come up first. But sometimes, I thoroughly think there's no God. So... Megan's like, and yet I shouldn't be. Collapse. Megan's very fluffy too. So when she collapses, it's like this little beautiful puff of like good smelling stuff and pretty hair and poof. So let's play a game. This game, I have seen a fair amount of. I cannot
Tell me what you think, Yorkie.
Blind.
You think it's terrible? Is it horrible?
However, that does not mean I've seen the whole damn thing. There will be plenty of surprises for me, and I have not played it myself. Victor adores this game. Victor does not have the best taste in games or the worst taste. He's a very neutral taste person. He tends to like AAA more than anything, and will play them even if they're garbage, though Pokemon finally did break him. So with that being said, hello. Agree. So there's always a way for people to buy me games, or if a game is free or less than $2, I may or may not take your suggestion. So Victor is obsessed with this game. I watched it for exactly 30 minutes and went, oh, that's about queerness. You'll see. Oh, Zem, these are the people who are doing Mariachi Legends. "9 years ago, a curse spread across the land. Color vanished from the world, leaving only sorrow in its wake. No one living knows how it happened. But the curse continues to spread. Some resisted. Yeah, same death. Others were consumed. It took everything from me. If I were lucky, I would have shared my parents' fate, but my body refused to die. I also would like you to know there's something called music chips that are used in old 8-bit games. This game uses a music chip. It may sound like it doesn't, but that's just how good they are. So I linger on in this wretched world, watching the curse grow stronger day by day. I devoted my life to ending the nightmare, but to no avail. Until today. The rumors say it all began in this castle. and that none who enter are ever seen again. After 9 years, I am willing to take the risk, even if it costs me my life. If it makes you feel any better, Megan, I didn't know what they were till 2-Hit taught me a while ago. After all, I've already lost everything else. Europa! Okay. Am I in control? I am! Hi, PB! I'm in control. I cannot double jump, and I am colorless. Understood. Can I go in there? No. I can break the pots. It's a real video game. You mean... I guess you technically do hold A. Dark crystals can only be destroyed with light. Press X, X, X to perform a combo. Oh, okay. Button mash, got it. Ooh, hi. I am getting hit. I will say this grayscale is not great for someone with a prescription as bad as me. I wish it were a little higher contrast. I think they could have done without the detail in the black and white and made the detail appear with color, and it would be easier to see. There are so many of you. We're moving on. I feel like you're just gonna keep mobbing me, so we're just gonna keep going. Of course, everything will now be compared to Hollow Knight in controls, and you feel heavier than you do in Hollow Knight, which makes sense, right? One origin, one purpose. Host to the ancient civilizations, bearer of the great shrines, whose mighty tribes have perished. Amphibis, Ethico, Apra. Preserve, preserve. You are a fortress. Beyond the end of the ancients came the nations, the second Genesis, the new burdens. Upon my back I bore home and sanctuary, from time beyond memory to the day of darkness. That is rephrased Greek poetry. That's pretty cool. Yes, it would. And this definitely has a very Pleasantville, Greece, Sanhan, you know, discovering the truth creates color kind of vibe. The Giver. I think it's in that tradition. Oh, hey, hey, it's also got a messenger vibe. Funny that. Do I have to fight you? Do I have to hit you? No, you're just gonna eat me. Got it. Ah! Okay, it was only that much. Oh, what's up, dude? I have to fight you. Yes. I don't have a dodge button right now. That's... How am I supposed to panic roll? What do you mean? You don't always have to panic. Oh, I see now. Okay. I gotta be down here. I don't know where my health bar is. Where is my fucking health bar? Ooh, please don't hit me. Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. Aww. Was that a forced loss? It ended so soon. All those years of training came to nothing. Okay, that was a forced loss. Why did I think I could make a difference? I can't breathe. Of course. Of course, why wouldn't it be a cute little teddy bear? Sweet. Stay away from me. Sweet. I'm warning you. Sweet. I feel better? How? Oh! My wounds are healed. And color has returned? Who are you? Sweet. Apino? What a strange name for a little ghost. Wee. Oh, no, it's a fine name. Just a little peculiar. Mine is a bit odd, too. I'm Europa. Sweet? Not anymore. Noble titles are a thing of the past. I'm just Europa now. Sweet? It would be my pleasure. Besides, it seems like I could really use your help. Sweet! It's settled then. You help me out, and I'll keep you company. Apino provides Europa with a shield. Each time she is damaged, a portion of the light bar is consumed. Thank you! I appreciate knowing my health bar. When the light bar is completely empty, hold right trigger to hug Apino and restore a portion of it. Oh, I get to hug a teddy bear. Aim Apino with R to lock onto specific targets and press R2. Oh, okay. I have a gun. Cool. Am I supposed to hit that? No. That. Ah. Sector A. Talos's. Oh, Talos's entrance. Okay. Well, I started this channel with the Talos principle, so I could explain a lot about what that's supposed to mean. Music. Oh, game saved. Oh, I didn't see it in the upper right corner. I think to a point, it feels like they've sacrificed some clarity of the game for a stylish UI. Though that is just really handy. Ooh. Fuck you, get teddy beared. Okay, I can't go that way. Are you sure I can't go? Oh, they respawn. Oh god, what was it? It was... Oh. Oh. It's not just my... Oh, the light bar isn't just my health bar. It's also my power bar. Oh, balls. Okay. That's a new dimension. Yeah. Oh, balls. Okay. Okay. But it's hold right trigger, right? Okay. You have to be empty to use it. You can't be preemptively aggressive. Oh, well, that looks horrific. Certainly cannot do that. They were like crouched to hit them, so you can dodge the bullets. Me doesn't do it. Why? Why would I when I can just take damage? Okay. So at the end of a combo, so... combo? What? It's like the geo eggs, but far more annoying. Or like the money rocks. It's like the money rocks. Ting! 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 Ooh. Ah, no down attack, no pogo? Of course, no pogo. I feel like that's basically copyrighted. No? No. Okay. Okay, it doesn't go that far. Okay. It's a Metroidvania. Wait. So yes, but no. Hollow Knight is a Metroidvania, and Adam, Metroidvanias are based off of Metroid. They're a combination of Metroid Prime and Castlevania. This is much more like Castlevania than Hollow Knight was, which is a side scroller where the environment changes as you go, and the map is generally one large map. However, the reason it's called a Metroidvania is that in Metroid, there were similar mechanics, but it was separated by power. Like a new power would unlock the next area. And you often had to backtrack. Castlevania is very linear in a way. So the Metroidvania was born, which was the best of both worlds. Hollow Knight is just the best representative in the genre, basically. So yeah, it is Hollow Knight but fantasy, but it's just a Metroidvania. They all, like, at the end you compare all of them to Hollow Knight. I've learned because Hollow Knight's controls are so good. But yeah. Ah! Don't kill me! Calm down. I'm not gonna hurt you. What are you even doing here? To be honest, I'm hiding. I'm part of an orchestra. We came here to perform a concert. Who the fuck goes to the haunted castle to perform? Everyone who comes in here dies. Why are you here to perform a concert? Is now really the time for that? I can't think of a better time, really. Where are the others? I'm afraid I don't know. When the color came back, we all went out to enjoy the view. Sweet. I see. Anyway, thank you for finding me. Yeah? What kind is it a band concert, Adam? I was just trying to get back to the theater, but a guard attacked me for no reason. You know what? You seem pretty tough. And braver than me. If you take care of that guard, I'll make it worth your while. It has a giant hammer. You can't miss it. Sweet! It's alright, Happinyo. We should help him. I'll look for you in the theater when it's done, Mr. Winton. It's been a pleasure meeting you, Winton. My name is Europa. The pleasure's all mine, Europa. Alright. Side quest. Yeah, Winton, you better be grateful. This looks assy as fuck. Adam, what instrument do you play? Can I go in there? No. around! Yeah, this is much more Castlevania than it is. Hollow Knight, I would say, is a lot more Metroid than Castlevania. This is hella Castlevania. Woo! Oh, they gave me a dodge! Hell yeah! They gave me a dodge! Okay. You have a very big sword, monsieur. Except it's a backwards dash. So if you're like me and you scooch backwards before you dash every time, you will actually scooch forward and get hit by the enemy. I already know that I can't really do anything that way. Okay. So, I don't mean to pan on it so much, because it's actually really... You feel heavier, but you should be heavier. You're a fucking human as opposed to a beetle. But otherwise, the controls are pretty good. Oh, that's right. We already did that. Theo, you can tell if there's more Metroid by whether or not you can attack down in a way. Yes, actually. I think that's a good way to put it. Because if you can attack down, then there's the idea that you're not supposed to move fast. Because a lot of Castlevania is about, like, traversing the arena very quickly while avoiding obstacles. And a lot of the skills you get only allow you to move quicker. Oh. Relic discovered. Red note. Oh, okay. Right? I would say so. Do you agree, Theo? Yeah. Okay, fine. You just be yourself. Woo! Aww. Got it. Yeah, you already told me that, dude. Yeah, I feel like Metroid... I feel like there's another, like... You could basically say... Dead Cells is Castlevania. And Hades... Though you can't necessarily attack down, I think Hades takes that sort of rogue genre and throws as much Metroid at it as it can. Especially Hades 2, because there's definitely gate locks and materials to areas you can get to. So... Wait, did I get to keep the relic? I did. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's where that was. Okay. What? Okay, there was definitely a way I went that wasn't back here. Do I have a map yet? I should get out of this room with the constant spawners and check. I do. Okay. Oh. Interesting. It says I can go to the left in the other room. Like in the First room. Oh, right. How short our memories are. Yeah. Oh, we come from the ground. Ah. So this way is to save. I thought this way was just to like a dude, but maybe I was wrong. Yeah, it's just to a dude. It's to a dude when there's nothing else to do. It's to an end game dude. An end path dude. But my bestiary updated again, so I should probably save. It means it's not even keeping my bestiary. Which is also very Castlevania. In Hollow Knight, if you die before you reach a bench, it doesn't necessarily undo your progress. Like if you beat a boss, that boss is still beaten. In Castlevania, and in Metroid, that's the same way. In Castlevania, if you die before you reach a save point, you're redoing that boss. Oh, did I just visually miss that? Okay, I just didn't even see it. That's what happened. That's okay. Oh. What? Oh, this is the theater! This is where... Oh, you are blue, and I don't know what blue means. I think blue means I have to hit them with Apinyo, actually. But, so if you look at the 9 Years of Shadows, it is basically the trans flag. They like put a little yellow in there to be like, well, it's the rainbow, but no. Like this entire thing is about becoming your true self. I was like I was watching Vic play and I went, oh, she's trans. And he was like, what? I was like, come on, dude. Isn't that obvious? You gotta bring the colors of the rainbow back to your world. The 9 Years of Shadow is pink, white, blue. He was surprised. All right, motherfucker. I'm not gonna turn around this time. Oh wait, you're a different dude. Right. This will be backwards, based on the direction you're facing, not based on the direction the game wants you to go. Which is just bad for me. I just gotta be honest. Maybe not. Maybe by controlling myself, I'll be okay. Beep. When PB actually sits down to watch me play this, it's gonna fucking drive her crazy. She hates when I do that. She's like, why did you just run to the next room? Why didn't you take time to look in that other room? Why are you doing it that way? Okay. Why are you playing this like Hades? It is not Hades. Except she doesn't have that tone of voice. It's a very neutral, slightly judgy tone of voice. What? Oh. Welcome, young warrior. We are glad you are finally here. You knew I was coming? Indeed, long have we waited for you. With your arrival comes the time to witness all that was foreseen by the ancient builders of this castle. Look at the little ghost kitty! There's a ghost kitty! I don't understand. Who are you? My name is Michiru, and this is my sister Kahori. Forgive her for her silence, for she is not a talkative being. She keeps her voice for her songs. You can find Master Hibino at the end of the hall as well. We will help you heal not only physical wounds, but also those of your heart and mind. What do you mean? We are composers from the Dorian era, sent by the gods to heal the world with our music. Now would, be a good time to start. The world is a mess, and it has been for years. That duty falls to another. We have a different role to play. Furthermore, we've been lacking our source of divine magic. There are music notes scattered around the castle. We need them to carry out our duty. You found any notes during your travels so far? I have. Well done. Now, we shall guide you. Ah! Light bar capacity increased with a really dope, What? Oh my god. Halberd? This is a halberd, correct? Alright, see you later, Japanese gods of music. Welcome to my workshop. This is Hibino. A workshop next to a music theater? For my art, there is no better. I'm Hibino. I suppose you met Michiru and Kahori on the way here. We are on a special mission. In fact, we've been awaiting your arrival. We've come to help. I use musical spells to treat precious metals. Through this, I may strengthen your armor. Armor fragments are hidden throughout this castle. Find them and bring them here. I don't want any armor. You're wearing pauldrons. Are those not armor? Do not fret. Remnants of the ancient civilizations yet linger. Also, who is this Duke Silver motherfucker? This Ginger Duke Silver with a Japanese name missing an eye. He's so dope. He's right out of an 80s anime. This is Blackjack right here. Or oh god, what's the one about the space pirate? Bye! Drive home safe, Megan! It's just sitting there in outer space on a fucking train, looking classy as all shit, barely making any expressions. Scarce as they may be, I recommend you search about the castle. Should you find one and bring it to me, I will use my magic to aid you. I'll be sure to come back if I find anything. Thank you. Okay. Nope. This is such an interesting choice to represent them. It's so thoroughly Castlevania, too. Castlevania is this very Japanese game to a point where some of the characters, their names are the Japanese versions of their European names. The Japanese sounds. They've got but they're designed in this weird imaginary Europe where everyone has long flowy hair and the most elaborate costumes, and this is right out of that. Everyone has the most bright hair and the most incredible details, like a floating magic cat. Oh, some enemies are only vulnerable. Okay, so that's what blue means. Got it. Well, that sucks. It's my health bar, game. Of course it knows. It knows. Oh, spikes. Great, great. Ah, gotcha! Oh, what? Really? Oh, cool. I knew it. I was like, it's not gonna let me go over to that side. It's gonna be like, what did you think this was? A fucking... Actually, I feel... If there's anything this game is most like to me, is Dead Cells. In a way. You're not like picking shit up or whatever, but it feels the same. Where like every time there's a choice between assy and not assy, you immediately know that it has to be the assy one. There's not another option. Then when you see assy and not assy, the not assy is a dead end. That maybe gives you like some gold or something. No. So to anybody who's just joining us, just lurking, and is like, what the hell, this isn't Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight's not completely dead, but I realized, first off, sorry for the absence. I try to be as communicative as possible, but I have POTS and a migraine condition. And so sometimes I just break, and I'm unable to do things. It's usually no longer than a couple of days. This time was a little longer. But I don't feel like I have enough content in Hollow Knight left to have, like, streams that aren't just me fighting Grim all the time. And because it's not pushing the story forward, I'm exceedingly less motivated to do it. So I decided that we're gonna do Path of Pain tomorrow. And that occasionally when a wild hare gets up my ass, I'm gonna work on fucking that dude up. But it was probably time to move on. Because I wasn't gonna do the Pantheons, at least not this run. It took me so long to get to where I was. What was I gonna do? Oh, you are green. What does green mean? Green means I can't hit him. Got it. Woo! Run! Run! Yes, 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 that! Aw. Bummer. So fucking... Trans. Okay. So, water power is probably yellow. I think that's the next one I'm gonna get, right? Because CMYK, it makes sense. Oh no, do I have to sit through all that dialogue again? Fucking Castlevania! Oh. That's such a cool halberdsman. That shit's heavy. You realize how strong Europa is? That's a fucking solid bronze or gold halberd. I'm gonna say bronze, judging by the color of her pauldrons. It's fucking nuts. It's nuts! It's also nuts that she doesn't have more muscle mass. Women with muscles are hot! Choo! 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 Once you get used to her weight, it controls very well. Coming from Hollow Knight where everything's very floaty, he's very light, you're always, you know, jumping everywhere and flying everywhere. It felt clunky only because they decided to actually give, like, hesitation to her moves because she doesn't weigh 10 pounds. I'm spoiled from the universe where it doesn't matter how heavy your boots are. You can jump as high as you want. No! Balls. Excuse me. Pardon me. Coming through. You know, I understand you have heartburn and it's just not comfortable, but you don't have to make everyone suffer just because you're not feeling good. It's just rude, my guys. Relic discovered. Cartographer's journal. Okay. Dude. Alright. So now I have a legend now. Oh, okay. Okay, that's cool. Hermes Express. I want to go there. Oh, Talos. Talos. The greatest automaton made by Hephaestus. The big argument is that Talos is alive as much as we... What are your accessibility options? As much as we are. Okay, nothing. And it is because we have blood, or ichor, that pushes us. And Talos has oil. So what of a machine, if not full of oil, as a human is full of blood? So says Aristotle, who is a notorious dumbass. And... I mean, I kid. But he did have some suppositions that were very clearly sus. I'm just not much into materialism. So, okay, so it said, obviously I can't go to Hermes Express. Got it. Woo! You little son of a bitch. You're just gonna float at me awkwardly. Nothing to say to me. Bastard. But regardless, the Talos principle is both a game, but it is a Greek philosopher's statement on what it should be to create life and how to build a life. And you can take the texts of Talos and you can apply them to humanity and wait. Okay. You can take them and apply them to humanity. And then, you know, sort of get the allegory of adolescence from a Greek perspective? In a way? Or at least, the acquisition of knowledge? Or of the rules of society? Well, maybe one day I'll wall jump. Not now. Not now. Are those pointy? No, those are just grass. Okay. It's blue. Okay, that doesn't do anything. You're green! What does green mean? Oh, it means I can hit you. I made a poor assumption. You told me that if it was blue, only Apino could hurt it. And then, if it's yellow, I can still hurt it? But that is not consistent! Why are you so intense? Hey, what's up? Blue note. Blue note. Okay. JK. Nope. All right. Am I here too early? Next question. Yes, because I literally cannot do anything. Okay. So I have to get over into those rooms somehow. Got it. You move like you were made by Nintendo in the fucking 60s. Sorry. Nintendo wasn't around in the 60s. In like 91. Okay, so the stages represent shifting biomes. Got it. Here. All right, I can't go up that way, so I have to go down in the next room. Oh. Well, I have to go across in this room because I excuse me, motherfucker. Woo! I was talking to myself about the path I needed to take. Oh, shit. Okay. No! Everything hits for so much damage. Goodness. Okay. Yes! Blast it all. Oh, fuck. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that is a shield. That is what that is. Nope. Not gonna happen. Okay, I can hurt your feet. Ow. Fuck. I'm already in a state. You're just gonna wait? This is what we're doing now? Okay, now you're gonna back up. What? This is not interesting. I like that all the enemies are vaguely female mechanoids. No! Ah! This is awful, actually. This is significantly awful. I'm just trapped by this wall, and all I can do is hit this woman's toes. Hit toes, heal. Hit toes. Die. Oh wait, did I win? I won. Hit toes, win. While dying. Okay. I got a new power! It is the yellow power. It's like a Sailor Moon shot. Why Hildy should get another cat to get company. I have 2 cats. But it's true, Yorkie needs more attention. Grace of Zeus. Attacks now deal electrical damage. Europa may now activate yellow switches. Matching enemy outlines with Europa's elemental armor deals additional damage and can bypass shields. Hi, more cats. So wait. Oh. Why is it back? Why is Tobean's back? Oh, I see. Because now I can just hit you because you're yellow. Except I dodged into you. Adam, it's fine. I do that all the time. I'm having trouble coming up with this song. Yeah, okay, this is all yellow. But yeah, you're like, I'm gonna go focus on a different one now. Come back in a little bit. Yes, 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 yes. Poke some toes, poke some toes, poke some toes. Much easier. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, good. Oh, for the love of God. Okay, hold escape to— I'm using a fucking controller! What the hell? Hello? Hello? Oh. Sorry, game, I'm into it, I swear. JK! Game broke! God, I hope it's not my computer breaking. I hope it's just a game breaking. Please just be the game breaking. Just be the game breaking. Whoa, that's fucking dope. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's a Sailor Moon transformation! It's a fucking Sailor Moon transformation! Are you joking? That was like shot for shot. I have a Sailor Moon sleeve. Okay, do you recognize my controller now? Okay, good. Aw, man, but it didn't save! Okay. Okay, so. It's a fucking Sailor Moon transformation. I'm just so jazzed. I have to do fucking toes again. Damn it, toe beans. Well, now I'm doubly interested in why they used Michiru. Hollow Knight is dead! Long live Hollow Knight! Hi, Drake! she's named Toe Beans because you can only hit her toe beans. Literally. All of my precious toe organs! Though I have heard tell of some infections that start in your toe killing you very fast. Okay, you just missed. In their opening, like, video for this game, they have a shot-for-shot Sailor Moon transformation in a Shoujo Kakume Utena arena. No, if Vic had told me that, what is happening? Can we, thank you. If Vic had told me that when he was playing this, I would have played this 9,000 years ago. No, of course it's about queer people. Is her superpower keeping that haircut in place? I think it's a wig. You'll see that the 9 in 9 Years of Shadow is the trans flag, and that a lot of this game does the same sort of tropes that Utena and Sailor Moon does that have made them sort of queer anthems. I personally think it is almost too on the nose for the coming out experience. You have to go through and get all the rainbow colors for your powers in order to bring color back to the world. And because it's not, okay, hold on. I'm yellow, can I go up? No. Because it's not, balls. I cannot hug you in the water. But I actually legitimately do think that her hair is some sort of wig, or it's so heavy. So my hair is so heavy that if I style it with any sort of styling gel, it like can't move. Like if I braid it, it just doesn't, it gets like frizzy if there's moisture, but it doesn't move. So it's one or the other. And I am Italian, like 50% Italian, and she is theoretically Greek, as her name is Europa. But I personally think that this game is about the death of your world when you came out, so that people are much more like theoretically dead to her than actually dead. Okay, I see, that's how I get back. Hold X to charge up a powerful whirlwind strike, and release to perform the attack either in air or on the ground. It is... I just told you the plot. With the exception of me saying I think it's theoretically that people are dead to you. That's the only part that is not explicitly in the plot. Okay. Oh, it's the guard with the hammer! Sweet! That hammer is definitely not a good sign, Apignon. So, let's just get this over with. Whoa! Okay, okay. Ooh, okay. Whoa! Oh dear. Come on, Apio. No! No, let me here. Yes, I do have to hug my floating magic teddy bear to heal. It's the best. No, I think what I think I'm trying to tell you is that your astuteness that this is the Sailor Moon trope, like the Sailor Moon tropes, is indeed borne out by the plot of the game. So, in fact, you are being very media literate. The moment I saw the Sailor Moon transformation video end with grabbing your sword in the fucking Utena arena, I was like, oh yes, all of the queer femme gay anime, all of them, one place. Woo! Ow. Bastard. Listen! Listen! You could stop at any point! We could be done! It would be pretty chill, actually. Fuck, 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 fuck. Oh no, I think you're fine. You're fine, Drake. I'm not always the most cohesive either. And remember, I have a microphone and you don't, so I know that when I'm talking to someone in text, sometimes not seeing it back in text is hard for me. You fucking guard bastard. But yes, by telling you the plot and you recognizing it as the tropes of Sailor Moon, that's what I was saying, this being, like, I saw Victor play this, and the very first time he played it, I went, oh, so she's trans, right? And he was like, what? And I was like, the transformation. I didn't see the Sailor Moon shot one, but I was like, you know, she's got to use all these rainbow colors to become her true self and save the world, and people don't understand her. Her hair never moves. Well, the thing about Sailor Moon, and boy, do I love that thing, but it is not the most nuanced. Okay. How did I get so turned around? We don't know. Like, teen girl powers against bad guys. Enjoy. Okay, so. Oh right, I got the thing. Sailor Moon is not nuanced. Not at all. Now, you can make, like, some I'm a fucking literary nerd analogies if you want. I swear to God, I just came from this room. What happened? Where did I go? Right. Oh, that's right. It's because this is a two-sided safe space. Sailor Moon is just teen girls fight for friendship and love. Sweet! Get magic powers. This is great. We could do this all day. No, I don't want to do this part. Fucker! Ah! Okay, run, 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 run. Happy! On the lane! On the lane, my little steady! Are we kidding? Does this not end? Oh. Fuck! Jesus. Oh! Drake, I mean, you tell me it's a trans journey and all I can do is just nod vacantly. I don't understand. I probably can't, but I trust you enough to take your word at it. I think that you could... It's a story of transformation. It just happens to use the trans colors and a bunch of rainbows. Any story of transformation could be thought of as a trans journey. But this one has literally the trans flag as the colors of its number. I mean, it's be the same as like painting a flag. Yeah. Then add that it has straight, direct references. Like, we're talking a scene for scene, like her hands get her nail painted, her shoes get the gloves snapped on. Like, I could show you the anime of Sailor Moon side by side with this transformation and have it be exactly on time. So on top of it, you have these very famous 90s feminist animes that were some of the first mainstream media for girls to show lesbians. And they actually named one of the characters in the game after Michiru, the lesbian in Sailor Moon. One of them. Also a goddess of music, and that's why in Sailor Moon she plays the violin. But there is a lot of deliberate choices. 7, really. I timed a whole button press for that 7 damage. Yeah. I was telling you that context, but I think, Drake, you are like Victor, and there's just two types of confused in the world. There's the people who ask questions right away, right when they're confused, and then there's the people who wait till the end to see if they get it. Victor asks questions right away. Like, he'll be in the middle of something and just be like, why is it doing that? What's that about? And I'll be like, you will find out. But he just doesn't process that way. He just cannot stop himself from asking that question right then, even if 5 minutes later he would get the answer. And I think you're kind of similar in that you can watch something and you will be like, well, they didn't explain it up front. I used to be like that when I was younger, but then I took an English degree. Once you take an English degree, they kind of force you to just be quiet for long periods of time, which is, I would say, not in my character. You've heard me play games before. I've been like, what do you mean? What do you mean? And then 5 minutes later, the character tells me. That's literally my life as well. But opening scene has 2 direct visual allegories to Shoujo Kakame Utena, which Utena, Drake, I don't know if you know about that, but as an anime, Utena is the most gay. The most gay. And then Sailor Moon was literally, I would say, it was the first American media to have lesbians in it, and they immediately wrote them as cousins when they translated it. And it's actually how we lost the rights to Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon Stars never came out in the States till like a billion years later because Naoko Takeuchi took the rights back after Michiru and Haruka, these two gay characters, were made into cousins. They had already dubbed up through what they had, but they weren't allowed to do the last season, season 5. Particularly because those characters are, depending on how you look at them, men who transform into female Sailor Scouts or women who cross-dress all day because essentially they are trans and then have to wear these bikinis. Sailor Moon is like the queerest fucking thing in the goddamn universe. Usagi never falls for any other dude. The only other dude she falls for in that show is the one who's probably a trans man or is a man who becomes a woman. To have both of those references tied to this, and then the absolute blatant overuse of trans colors and rainbows, there's like no way around it at that point. Zui! Trust me, I was losing my mind. You were literally 3 seconds after I was watching the opening animation because I was getting ready to stream, so it was loading in the background and I hadn't seen it. Well, when it crashed, I went to reload it and I'm watching. What? 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 Okay. So it was loading in the background and I went to, this time I was actually watching it. Oh wait, I can open this. Phew! Oh god. I'm in danger. And so seeing that shot for shot and then shot for shot with some of the auditorium transformations, because in Utena was just like, really, it just bore out my theory. But also, it was really cool. I'm way more excited about playing this game now. I'm like super beyond excited about it. I am 40, and so Sailor Moon was literally new on Saturday morning cartoons when I was a kid. Oh, that's right. This is just a Horn of Plenty. Hold on, I have a map. I have a map. This isn't Hollow Knight where you have to wait for a map. I have a map. Okay, theater, workshop, heat room, water room. So I think my friend might be, I think he was up there somewhere. So I have to go, okay. Drake says, thank you for the extra context. Then most don't have the patience to explain to a dumb white man how that all fits together. Ah, you're not a dumb white man. But of course, I don't mind. This is a transition room, right? What's over here again? Oh yeah, I don't want to be in here. No, thank you. Yeah, that's fire. I don't. Oh fuck. Sweet. I don't know how to survive fire yet. Well, if you insist, Drake. Give me my money. It's seriously, this is seriously the money rocks in Animal Crossing. Like, why do I have to hit you this much? Tink! 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 Yeah. I get it. You're here, I'm here. Okay. Here's this guy, Winton, the trumpeter. Ah! Oh, that's right. I didn't save. This is so Castlevania that if you don't save, you lose the cutscenes. So you can accept a quest and then lose the accepted quest. We took care of him already. Zoe! You did what now? I can't believe it. Here, you've earned this. Thank you, Mr. Winton. A pleasure, Winton. My name is Europa. The pleasure's all mine, Europa. There's a theater up ahead. I'll see you there if you need me. Light fragment obtained! Woo! Yeah, so there's all these musicians who are like, we came here to play a concert. Except in this universe, everyone who's ever entered this castle, in true Castlevania fashion, has died and not come back out! So why did you come here for a concert? Why are you here? This motherfucker. There is logic to my madness of just blatantly using my power/health bar because I wanted it refilled. Ooh! I hit the... Oh. Ghost. There is a ghost. Hello. Ah, balls. Do I have to hit this again? No. Hi, Victor! Hurry up, you're missing 9 years of shadow. Victor was like, son of a bitch! I'm hiding by playing my trumpet loudly indeed. Yeah, why the fuck are these people here for a concert? Why are you here for a concert? I get it that you're just metaphorical. You're gonna represent all the parts of my soul or something like that, but son of a bitch, people. Oh, we got Caduceus. We got Caduceus. That can only mean one thing in a place named Talos. Hermes! Oh, it's the elevator. Was it wise to let that little ghost follow me? Truthfully, I don't think I'd get very far alone. That demon I fought was stronger than any monster I've ever faced before. Thankfully, this doesn't have the Castlevania rule of Camilla always gets shat on. It's true. Europa always gets, like, really nice people. The ghost! Oh my god, right out of Sailor Moon! Right out of Sailor Moon! The fucking tiara on the forehead! That's like the Sailor Moon art style! I have never seen him get close to anyone. Who are you? I am but a memory. He finds it hard to trust people, and yet he trusts you. Yes. I don't know why, honestly. Sweet! He seems to have more faith in you than you do. I know why you are here. You have come to stop this curse. but you must be careful. A demon named Belial. Belial? This is not just a demon. That's like one of the generals of Satan. Roams the halls of this castle. I've met him. Child, if you are truly here to end this, you must first become more powerful. I've trained for years, but I don't think there's anything I can do to hurt that thing, let alone kill it. You must gather the power of the 3 vestiges of color. You must gather the power of the Silver Imperium crystal. What do you mean? This castle was built with the purpose of housing 3 relics. Drake says even in the Netflix show, she just gets get invaded randomly. I thought it was pronounced as Belial. More words I've read, but honestly, I was torn between saying like Belial, Belial, or Belial. Like, I didn't know. I just picked one. 3 relics that, together, can dispel this curse of shadows. Water, earth, and fire. Gather all 3, and you will be ready to face the truth. I don't know that I can. Whee! I can see why he chose you. Your soul is weary and full of sorrow, but you're also brave, with a good heart. Accept your past and confront the present. Believe in the power of love! If you reach into your past and hug your child self, you'll be strong enough. Oh! Easier said than done? Acceptance is the first step. It will bring you grace. Radical acceptance. Europa may quickly recharge her light bar after it depletes completely. Press RT when the green light reaches the highlighted area to fully restore your light bar. Sweet! Perfect. It's the perfect way for me to be able to portray my awesome voice acting. Eucalyptus garden. All right. We are actually in the medicinal area. That's cool. Okay, really though? Could the enemies move like even slightly more than just their upper third? What's up here? Pots! Lots of pots. And this! And this! I know that eventually I can go in it because I've seen Victor go in it. That. Ah! Well, okay. Hi, guy. Really? Okay. Aw. He made like a disappointed sound, like beep. Wow. Ooh, ooh, I'm big old banner says Europa's taking poison damage. Actually, all of the bad guys are named after crystals, pretty much, in the first season of, in the big overarching lore of Sailor Moon. All of the bad guys are named after crystals. Like there's Queen Beryl, Malachite, all of that. So I think the smashing of the pots has absolutely nothing to do with Sailor Moon because of that. I think the smashing of the pots has everything to do with Utena, which is also direct. Vic, why didn't you tell me that there was a shot-for-shot Sailor Moon transformation in the opening app? It's shot for fucking shot. If you played that next to a Sailor Moon animation, it would be the same. Not only is it like that, there are cuts straight from the Utena arena scenes, specifically the fight against Shiori, the gay one. I guess you can pretend it's from a point of caring. But I was like, this is about gayness. And Vic was like, oh, okay. And he was secretly was like, I know. I know. One day she will see that. One day. oh, 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 this is very Castlevania. One does not just walk underneath enemies. Jesus Christ. Yeah. There was no way I was getting out of that. I also... If there's a pot and you can't break it, are you even playing a video game? Oh, for once they didn't make you repeat the CGI. I couldn't hug fast enough. Wait a second. No, they are gonna make me repeat it! Oh, that's balls. Balls. Snick door. Much snick. Very gilded snicky. I think I'm gonna tag this retro next time though, because this is a retro game. There is no... This is the Messenger levels of retro. Just go. Just go. I don't even want to dodge you. I just want to get back to the point where I was. Blue note. Yeah, this game isn't very long though. Yeah, this is so much more Castlevania than Metroid 2 because it's just like, oh, you died? Bet you wish you saved. Nah. I mean, I actually rolled my eyes at that, Vic, but I'm happy that you enjoyed it, because that's great. I'm happy someone enjoyed it. Incorrect. Wrong decision, Hildy. This way. That's gonna be very toasty. Oh my god. Really? But yeah, this is like, hey, do you like those old side-scrollers with all of their bad points and good points? Great! Have I got one for you? Meow. Go ahead and ask it. I won't read it out loud so that it won't be in the VOD. Oh, hey, that one was actually 14. There we go. Hi, Winton. Yes, I beat the guy. I did that. Great, thank you. Great. Bye. Conk. 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 Would that mean she only survives by being gay? Is that good or bad? I think the way you wanted to phrase it so that it didn't sound bad, because I think, frankly, I think you're correct and that's right on the nose. But I think the way to phrase it so that it sounds politically savvy, I guess, is to say, would that mean she only survives by being her true self? But yes, I think she has to be gay enough to live through this. Are you gay enough to save the world? It's yellow, but I can't do anything about it. Okay. Following the spirit. It's a ghost, it's a ghost, it's a ghost. It totally worked on me the first time where I was like, ghost, I'll follow the ghost. You were thinking of the Netflix show, and out of the 4 women that owned the castle, the lesbian pair were the only survivors by going, nope, bye. Yes! Yes. So here is my theory. My honest to God theory. I already have the cartographer's thing. My honest to goodness theory about why the lesbians always survive the horror films and whatever is because being femme your whole life, if you're the age that these women generally are, has already been a horror show. And then being gay. You know what happened to me the most when I was a youth and doing queer things? People would ask me why I didn't fuck them instead. So did I miss what I was supposed to do? Missed it? No. Yes? Wait a second. Where's the spirit? This is not the way I went before. I went up to the thing the last time, but I couldn't open it this time. Drake, I feel like the college professor I know would say it's to appeal to the male audience in some sick way. Yes, also that. Yes, so your professor is right in all the worst ways. That if the gay couple is hot, I mean, that's porn. That's what it is. But my personal opinion is that knowing a lot of older queer women and married lesbian couples is that you have had to deal with so much fucking bullshit that by the time you are actually in a scenario where you have to think about living or dying, you're just like, all right, come on. Come on. Yes, pretty privileged, exploitative indeed. Yes, because you're also, not only are you exploiting pretty privilege, quote unquote, you are exploiting just queerness in general. Used to being under pressure, you mean, yes. So they're just like, well, I gotta make a tough choice. And also, they're used to having to think about like, well, will I die if I do this? That sounds stupid then. Basically, you have to be risk averse. Like if you know someone who is openly queer and is over 40, they had to make decisions about like survival going outside sometimes. So in my mind, this has given a very practical look to the lesbian couple, where they're very like, that's not worth my life, deuces. And I think when you don't have to do that all the time, yes, Drake says you still do in the red states. I agree, and I think that's why in literature, even if people don't consciously know it, that's why they tend to write the lesbian couples as surviving, because for all intents and purposes, they think of them as the survivors. I hate this place for you, Drake. Okay, I just went in a circle and got nowhere. Great. Great. This. Oh. Oh. It's 'cause I'd already unlocked it. Yeah, but I think that's just something that in American literature, or literature that kind of touches America, right? Because the Netflix show had a lot of American writers on it as well. Castlevania at this point has become, I think, a Japanese and American property. Because the most recent game, actually, Evil Empire, which was the primary dev behind Dead Cells, did it. So I think at this point, Konami recognizes that Castlevania is a mixed property. And I think in American literature, this is why you get a lot of queer couples that survive, because to be alive on the day-to-day, they have to be paranoid. I think this is also why you get a lot of, in more modern stuff, people of color surviving, right? Like the black man's always like, what the fuck are you talking about? We're gonna go do this because, like, you know, you can get shot driving a car, so you think about things a little bit. Also, Vic, check Discord. Oh, do I just... Oh, it wasn't gonna go away till I hit a button. I thought it was timed. It's like, this is the longest elevator ride. Oh. Oh. Oh, well, that was handy. I'm at least up here now. Hi. Now we shall guide you. Wicked. What is a trumpet doing here? Can't imagine all the things you must have seen by now. I have to admit it, this castle's impressive. I bet. I hope I can see it all someday. Drake, it's nice to hear my impression wasn't wrong, even if I was assuming the worst of the media. It's sad, but I feel like I'm becoming more understanding with it. Well, yeah, I mean, these are all tropes that are real, whether we're happy about it or not, right? I think, you know, it can sometimes feel like we're tacitly supporting them by acknowledging them, but if we don't talk about what tropes are there, we're never going to move past them. Okay, so I have gotten so thoroughly lost. I can't go up that way. So this is the elevator, and then over here is where the spirit went. Of course! Drake says, I suppose that's my fear subconscious as it was till now, that speaking of it or talking about it meant supporting it. I realize that's true now. You know, and I think that's what, I think, in American English discourse in particular, we're kind of taught not to talk about serious things. There's just an expectation that we don't. Okay. Dang. But also that talking about stereotypes means you believe in them. That's something that I think a lot of people have decided is true because they're uncomfortable with their own, like, they're uncomfortable with their own surroundings and, oh, okay, and how their beliefs, like, don't match. Right? Yeah, exactly. It was instilled by terrible people to encourage compliance, because if you talk about it, then they're gonna show that they agree with it. And now you're the one who's the butthead. Okay, I'm gonna get the same scene. This place is making me nervous. It's getting more dangerous all the time. It's impressive how long Talos has resisted. Even after all this time, the people out there remain oblivious to the danger they are in. And I do feel that way, Drake. I agree with you 100% that I think it is about mostly compliance. Complying with the white supremacist culture that is America, I think is a lot wild, right out of Sailor Moon, right the fuck out of it, is a lot of why we are encouraged to not question or even talk about these things. Because we're not even necessarily questioning it as we are just getting some humor out of it, right? Like, oh man, better get gay so I can survive a horror movie, right? But even doing that much is like, someone who isn't fine is suddenly gonna feel, oh, I can attack up. God damn it. I am no good at that. How are you? Conform! How am I supposed to time that? That's difficult. I do not care for that. I don't care for that. Okay. Goal. Reach save point. Oh, that's right. This is a poison room. That's right. Toot. Those are really, like, they make the cutest noises when they open. I can't even mimic it. It's really cute. This way? Yes! I think that's why I always disagree. Drake says realizing that has recolored some other discussions I'd been confused by. I think that's why whenever you're like, oh, I'm not that savvy, I always am like, I think you're wrong. Because most people would not take this knowledge and sort of having this discussion and then apply it to conversations of the past. That's just not something they would do. So even if you don't feel per se savvy in the moment, you know what? Fuck you. Even if you don't feel savvy in the moment, you're definitely savvy in the long term. Fine, I can't touch green. Ah, no! Ah, no! Ah, no! Ah, no! I can't be in here! I'm dying! Ah. Yeah. All right, that's it. I actually think that if I get through an area, like, I think this game will be less than 2 weeks. It's actually not that difficult. But I want to repeat, tomorrow we're actually going back to Hollow Knight. We're going to do the Path of Pain. It will be my swan song. Goodbye, Hollow Knight. But for tonight, I had mentioned this to Drake earlier in a private conversation, but I go through these periods of like intense introversion. Shut up, Drake. You have more life in you than you think. But I go through these periods of intense introversion whenever I have like a disability spike. And so it can be pretty exhausting to be extroverted after that. So I'm going to be on a hard 2-hour cutoff for stream tonight. Tomorrow night, we'll be doing Path of Pain. So we're going to start early. We're going to start at 6, maybe 5:30, because it's going to take a while. Thanks for being here, Drake. This is going to be the headliner. So I thought about changing my schedule, and I'm just going to go back to the Tuesday nights. I'm going to be fine. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is going to be 9 Years of Shadow. So I think it's really up your alley. I think you'll really like watching it. Okay, thanks to Drake and Vic, and Megan, and Theo, and Zam, and everybody who stopped by. If you haven't followed and you stopped by and you liked what you saw, please drop a follow. Like I said earlier, I am disabled and sometimes miss streams, and so it is easier if you join Discord or if you follow, because then if you follow, you can get live alerts. We're not gonna raid anybody. I'm super tired. Tell Oddish hi, and then I'll stop by tomorrow. Today I'm a little worn out. Bye bye, everyone. Yay! Thanks, Drake! Drake's like, yeah, so you can't make a big deal of it. Ha 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 ha! You bastard. Thank you anyway. Bye bye.